Very good morning to one and all. Welcome to the lecture series Principle of Communication Engineering. Module number 2, Amplitude Modulation and Demodulation. In this lecture, we are going to explain the application of amplitude modulation and concept of VSB technology and its application. In previous lecture, we discussed about the comparison different amplitude modulation techniques such as double sideband, full carrier, double sideband, suppressed carrier, single sideband and vestigial sideband. In today's lecture, we discuss about what are the applications which is to be used in day-to-day life by using AM. So first, we discuss about the applications of the AM. So first application in picture transmission in TV. Picture transmission in television. First application which is picture transmission in TV. Mostly here we use the vestigial sideband technique. Why we use the VSB technology basically for the TV transmission or television transmission, we will see. Then second application, broadcasting. Broadcasting is a concept to communicate from point to multi-point communication. That is called as a broadcasting. This is the second application of amplitude modulation. Third one, long distance communication. Fourth one is a ground wave communication. So these are the various applications of amplitude modulation. Now then we go to the VSB technology. So first we define what is meant by VSB technology, what is the requirement of VSB technology, then advantages, block diagram of the VSB technology, advantage and disadvantage and frequency spectrum of the VSB technology. First we see what is meant by VSB. VSB stands for vestigial sideband technology. So what is meant by VSB? First we go to this term VSB technology. We explain what is meant by why it is required in communication engineering. So why it is required? Why is it required? We know that in previous lecture we deals with the SSB technology. SSB means single sideband technology. The sidebands consist of only one band, and transmit the information in one band, and if this band is produced by the band pass filter, the working of this band pass filter is not perfect. The working of the band pass filter is not perfect, so that the information, so more chances that the information is lost. So that is why we use the vestigial sideband. That is the first reason. The band pass filter is not perfect, so most of the information chances are getting lost when we use the SSB. Second, if you implemented double sideband suppress carrier, in double sideband suppress carrier, both the sidebands are carry same information on both the sidebands. So on both sideband carry same information. So that is also the drawback of double sideband suppress carrier. Now, what is meant by vestigial? Vestigial means a part. Vestigial means a part. So VSB modulation we can define as a VSB modulation. It is a technique which consists of a part of a signal called vestigial modulated along with one sideband. So VSB, the modulation technique, a part of signal which is called vestigial modulated along with the one sideband, that is called as a VSB. So VSB is a some part of the in modulating signal and another sideband can be carried out the modulation technique. So VSB consists of one sideband and vestige of another sideband is transmitted. That is called as a VSB technology. Now, means in vestigial sideband we can carry it out either USB plus some part of the LSB. Some part of the LSB is nothing but the vestigial part or apart from that frequency spectrum, or we can carry mostly LSB part and some part of the USB. So that is nothing but a vestigial modulation technique. Then how can generate the VSB technique? So here we can see VSB signal generation. VSB signal generation. So VSB signal generation consists of, in block diagram we can see one of the product modulator, then second block consists of sideband, filter, product modulator, product modulator has two inputs, and the output of the sideband filter is VSB signal, and product modulator has two inputs. One is a modulating signal which is having low frequency, another is a input which is very higher frequency, nothing but a carrier signal. So carrier signal is generated by carrier oscillator. So this is C of t, this is the modulated signal which is x of t in time domain. So we can see this is your modulated signal, the carrier signal with higher frequency, and the output of the product modulator is double sideband suppressed carrier signal which is given to the sideband, because the perfect shape is not happen, so it is given to the sideband filter. And sideband filter in such a way that design which generates a vestigial sideband signal which consists of one sideband along the part of the some another sideband, that is called as a vestigial sideband signal. So this is the block diagram of VSB technique, VSB generation. Now if we frequency analysis, of VSB technique, it consists of two sidebands. Here is amplitude, center consists of carrier frequency Fc, so this is a portion of vestigial sideband, vestige frequency, and this is your modulating frequency, another FM plus Fc. So this part is modulating frequency, and this part is consist of some part of the a part of the modulating signal. Similarly, this is the modulating signal and some part of the your vestigial signal. So bandwidth of the your VSB technique Fc plus Fm, Fc plus Fp, frequency of the vestigial bandwidth Fc plus Fm. So bandwidth of VSB is equal to Fp plus Fm. So this is the bandwidth of the vestigial sideband Fe plus Fm, modulating frequency plus frequency of the vestigial part. Now then we see advantages of a VSB: decreasing in bandwidth. If we compare the bandwidth of double sideband suppressed carrier and the double sideband full carrier, the bandwidth of the vestigial sideband is less, so bandwidth is decreasing. Second, higher efficiency. Because the lower frequency component can be carried out in vestigial sideband, and lower frequency component mostly carry the important information, so that it is higher to the efficiency. Third, easy design. if we see the generation of the VSB signal, only three components are required: oscillator, carrier oscillator, product modulator, and sideband filter. So it is easy to design. Then we see the disadvantages of VSB technology. So VSB technology, the drawbacks of VSB technology is bandwidth is higher than the SSB, bandwidth is higher than the SSB. The bandwidth of the SSB is equal to the modulating frequency, but the bandwidth of the vestigial sideband is modulating frequency plus frequency of the vestigial sideband. So that is called as the bandwidth is higher than the SSB. Then demodulation is difficult because it consists of one sideband and apart some portion of the another sideband. So the difficult to design a demodulation circuit. Then application of the vestigial sideband technology: transmission of video signal, transmission of video signal, in television broadcasting, second, use for high speed data signal, and third one is to carry the vocal signal transmission of TV. Mostly this vocal signal transmission is audio through the FM. So this is about the application of the AM modulation and the introduction to the vestigial sideband technology, its requirement, advantage, disadvantage, and frequency analysis. So we can stop here. Thank you very much.